Welcome to Zen in a Moment, episode 64 with Zen Cryer DeBrook. All right, so I am continuing our focus on wealth and abundance and how to bring it into your life. My definition of wealth is on every level, from your health to your intimate relationships to the time and energy that you have in your life, as well as finances and stuff. And today I want to talk to you about clearing out the clutter in your mind. And you may wonder, well, why would that even matter in relationship to being abundant and wealthy? Well, what I've found is that, as I've been talking about, if you've missed a couple of the series, please go back. We start at episode 62, and we're now on 64. What I found is that like energy attracts like energy. I discussed that. What does that mean? What goes around comes around. If you're stingy, you'll get stinginess. If you're grateful, you get more things to be grateful about, right? If you are giving, then you have people give to you. And of course, there's more to it than this, because it's not just, our energy is a very complex makeup of who we are. But that's what I wanted to talk to you about today is, what is this energy that we're talking about? Now, the energy that I'm talking about is our physical vibrational energy. And you might be going, oh gosh, Zen, don't get woo-woo on me. Well, I'm not. I want you to think for a minute when you have somebody come home or come into your space and they're obviously angry, and how that can change you and how you're feeling and what's going on in your experience. Or maybe how you get frustrated and your day's been going great, and then all of a sudden something really rough happens. And the next thing you know, that energy of frustration is having you trip over yourself or spill coffee on your shirt, or your computer's not working as well, or you can't get your phone, you're pushing buttons on your phone and nothing's happening. And it just seems like everything gets really awkward and clunky for a while. I've found in teaching lots of people how to use their internal guidance system, when we drop into our listening, which is feeling your feet and your hands and listening to the sound around you, that's a reset for these moments when we get out of sync, when we are starting to create things that we don't want with our energy around us. And if you pay attention, you'll notice there's that when you're in flow, you have this certain energy and feeling and everything is going great. And then there's other times when you're not in flow and things aren't going so great. And so when I talk about your energy, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And most of it comes from our mental state. Now, there's a lot of different things that contribute to our mind and our thinking. We've got our programming from 0 to 7. We have things that we've absorbed in our lives from our experiences, our trauma, our triumphs, and even the culture around us makes up how we think and the energy that we have about things. But there's some very specific things that you can change on a surface level that makes a massive difference in relationship to your wealth. The number one thing is getting it off your mind, is what I call it, getting it off your mind. And it's the mental clutter. It's the mental clutter that we have, the to-do list, the tasks, but even more than that, it's the things that we know that we need to accomplish, calling someone, finishing up a project, making that apology, paying that bill, responding to that email, little tasks that we need to get done that are niggling at the back of our mind that are causing us closing, which is stress, worry, fear, anxiety, or even avoidance. We have an avoidance energy. And this mental clutter changes your energy. It literally creates a resistance in your body, a dejected, downturned feeling. Not an emotional feeling, but a physical energy in the center of your body where your IGS resides, and it stops this abundant flow coming through you. If you've been studying your internal guidance system for a while, which I hope you have, and if you haven't, go play the Recreating You game. Go to therecreatingyouGame.com. It'll get you started. But for most of you, you've been listening to Zen in a Moment for a while. You've done the game, or you've joined Smart Soul Academy and you've been using this energy, and you know that this internal guidance system can operate like a valve, almost like a spigot with a hose, right? And when your thoughts are in alignment and creating that open, relaxed sensation in your body, you can literally feel more energy coming through you. So what you're attracting, like energy attracts like energy, what goes around comes around, that what you're attracting is that open flow of energy. And when we're contracted and we're in resistance, that energy shuts down, and we're in resistance, nothing can get to us. And that this valve, just like if you turn a hose on full blast or you turn it down to a low trickle, that valve inside you is relating to what you're thinking. You have control of this energy in your body through your thoughts. And so when we let these niggly little things roll around in the back of our heads, that you still haven't had that conversation, or you need to call that person and tell them no, or you need to ask for something from someone, or there's a bill that you actually have the money for, you just haven't paid it yet, or something maybe on your car that you haven't gotten done, or repair on your house. Maybe it's a task that you need to do with one of your kids that you're not looking forward to, teacher conference, or who knows, but you know what it is. You know the thing that when you think about it, your energy goes, sinks in. You know the thing that when you think about it, you are like, I got to do that, but I don't want to. Well, if you were to sit down and get through as many of those things as you possibly can in the moment, you're going to feel a release. You're going to feel a lifting. You're going to feel like layers are being pulled off an onion. And that alone will get you back into this abundant wealth mindset. It helps you with your physical health. It helps you with the things that are on your to-do list. It gives you more freedom to clear these things out. It's amazing how much this changes our energy when we clear out our mental clutter, when we get this stuff off of our mind. Now, in the next episode, I'm going to be talking to you about controlling the how in your life that wealth comes to you on all the levels that I mentioned earlier. But for now, I want you to think about that thing or those things in your life that you're putting off. Now, this is a little different than procrastination. These are things that you're doing because of avoidance, not because of divine timing, not because there's something in the way of you getting it done, like the universe is waiting to give you the impetus to get going on that project. These are specific things that you're avoiding, like consciously, I don't want to have that call. Consciously, I don't want to see that money leave my bank. Consciously, like, I don't want to find out how much it's going to cost to fix the thing in my house or the car, or have that conversation with my kid or my husband or my coworker. These are things that are actually not project necessarily related, that they are people related, okay? Or they are your main things that you have to do. You know you got to pay your electric bill, and it's sitting there in the back of your mind. What happens when you clear these out is your energy opens back up and more can get to you. More can get to you. So what I'd love for you to do is make your list, clear out as much as you can, and have those conversations. The avoidance is closing, which means how you're thinking about it is not true or not going to happen. It's not going to go as bad as you think. It's not going to be as hard as you think. You're going to have more money coming back into that account. And in clearing out these things, getting them off your mind will have more energy in your physical body that it's producing to create more wealth and abundance. All right, tune in tomorrow because we're going to be talking about controlling the how that your wealth comes to you, which is the second part of this beautiful Zen in a Moment. All right, go join the recreatingyougame.com, therecreatingyougame.com. And if you have friends that you want to introduce to it, this is one of the most beautiful ways to do it. We are working on having a game every single month. And it's been wonderful to watch people getting in touch with their internal guidance system and finding a release to stress, fear, worry, overwhelm, and anxiety. And you can provide that for a friend of yours. All right, in the meantime, I am sending you love and blessings. Go forth and have an incredible day. Are you feeling stuck? Are you in your own personal Groundhog Day? I know what that feels like. And I want to let you know, if you're enjoying the Zen in a Moment mini pods, I have something even more profound and powerful for you. I have a community that I've started, Fear Free Human Collective, and there is a free level. It costs nothing to join. In that free level, you'll get a free trial of our 14-day quick start program called the Fear Free Mind Experience. You get the first 4 days of that. And you also get access to our membership area where we have a general discussion where you can meet other people who are using their internal guidance system. And I have a monthly masterclass that I do where we take on a topic every single month where you examine your closings and I share with you how to get rid of closing thinking. You know, for instance, I know 1 month that we did is the self-sabotage, all the thinking we have that's negative about ourselves and who we are and what we do and what we're accomplishing and how far along we are in life. And we get together and we will explore that and release all those closings and find openings. I want to have you come and join this program. It's free for you to join. If you want to do more, you can. It's super affordable. but at least come join the free and be around people who are like-minded like you and who are learning to use their internal guidance system. I want to enjoy this with you and have you be a part of this, because if you're listening to this mini pod, you're special and you have something to contribute to the world. And I want to know more about you and what you're here to do. So go to BeFearFreeNow.com and check out what we have to offer. Check out the people in the community. You'll get to see our members in our membership directory, and you're going to get to you'll find that the people who are attracted to the internal guidance system work are pretty awesome. They're very special. I hope to see you there. I'm sending you love and blessings. Go forth and have an amazing day.